Well, always, so grateful you guys being here, and honestly, you got to give a shout out to BJ. He's back from the Cayman Islands. It's a big deal. Didn't want to head out to Laramie, but he's, was out and hanging out on the beach. So glad you're back, BJ. But no, guys, and hopefully not just on Thanksgiving week, but just a heart of gratitude is such a big deal, and it's something that I always focus on a lot. And I open up my press conferences because I give Jesus all the glory. I know that's the only reason I'm here. I'm so thankful that he put me in this seat. We have the best AD in the country. Everything we need to be successful we have here. We have more than enough. And we're always going to be pushing forward on the cutting edge to grow this place. But the support I have from my AD, my boss, is through the roof. We got a group of young men that do not run from hard work, short week, whatever, outside noise, all this coming at them. Guys banged up, week 13, continue to work, continue to grind because they love each other. We've got a group of seniors, 21 seniors that have been through so much. COVID, multiple head coaches. They went out there and played for each other tonight. They played for our seniors. They played because they're going to sacrifice for each other. That's love. Here, we define love as action and sacrifice. That's what love is, and that's what this team shows every single day. I got a group of pastors on Wednesday morning that show up at 6 a.m. and we pray for our team. We pray for these kids. We pray for their lives. We pray for their families. We pray for God's best in their life. And so I just start out by saying these things. We have the best staff in the country. This staff tirelessly works to find a way, no excuses, find the way to put our players in the cutting edge, support them, love them. I'm just so blessed and humbled to be the head coach here. There's credit that I'm given that I do not deserve. I'm here. I'm just so blessed. So thankful for our team, getting to the game. So thankful for Bronco Nation showing up in a major way. That place was rocking the first couple series that Oregon State was on offense. They could barely move the ball. First off, our defense started really well, which I'm proud of, but it was loud. And Bronco Nation, we are going to need every single bit of that and more a week from now for the championship game, whoever we play with. Bronco Nation, best fan base in the country. We love you. We need you. Been proud of our team. We played a really good game today. There's going to be a lot of things on film to continue to clean up, but we started fast. Our guys were resilient throughout. Some things that, a drop ball, a miss pick, a miss here, those things happen in a game, and we need to work to make sure those happen less. But our guys executed. They were resilient. They stayed together. Defensively, like I said, started really strong. We had one misfit in the first half, turned an 80-yard touchdown. That's playing defense. We didn't fit the run right. Perfect call. Should have been a TFL. It didn't happen. We didn't fit it right. 80-yard touchdown. Stayed resilient. Our offense started out really strong. 2 touchdowns to start the game. Had some penalties that took some scores off the board, and we had to settle for field goals. We got the best field goal kicker in the nation, so we're going to go out there and take points. But I'm proud of our guys continuing to stay in it. And even special teams-wise, Coach Collins continues to have a really good plan. We have more than enough, and finding ways to continue to win the field position battle. So proud of our team. I thought Maddox Madsen did a great job today leading our offense, staying in the fight, making throws, even, a couple drops or a couple things that didn't go our way, stayed in it. Ashton Genty, we can be here all day talking about him, an absolute warrior, a warrior for his teammates. When the defense is out there, half the time I run into him because he's there cheering the defense on. This is a team-first kid. Amara McCoy did not play well against Wyoming, struggled, had one of his better games as a Bronco. And he answered the call. That's life. He teaches you so much about life. You didn't play well, what are you going to do now? You going to tuck your tail and run? Or are you going to step up and play your best football? And I'm so proud of him stepping up. Had a really good game today. I know I'm probably missing a couple guys, but just proud of our team, excited where we're growing to, and it's championship week.
The last 3-4 weeks maybe hasn't been the prettiest wins of all time, but we saw what Tulane did last night. You just have to win, and to be at this point now 11-1 and now have the championship game here. What does it say about this team that they're able to find ways to win?
Yeah, BJ, they're resilient, and we talk all the time. This team's built for this. That's how we train. That's the schemes we run. It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the day as long as we find a way to win. If we win by 50, win by 7, win by 1, find a way to win. Now, we look at the film to make sure we grow every week. Just because you win doesn't mean you wash it away, but I'm proud of our guys finding a way to win. We're going to continue to get everybody's best. We knew without question we were going to get Oregon State's absolute best today. Fighting to be bowl eligible, I believe they played their best game against Washington State. We knew we were going to get their best. And it's my job, and our coaches and our players know we have to earn the right to then go cut it loose and play our best. No different next week. whoever we play in the championship game, UNLV, Colorado State, we will get their absolute best on Friday. We got to earn the right to go play our best. And we serve a God of completion. We are not done. So proud of what we've done to this point. There's a lot of things after the season you'll look back on and be proud of, but we're not done. I mean, our goal is right above me. That's not something I created. That's the standard here. And we have never won back-to-back Mountain West championships. And we've got a chip on our shoulder to find a way to do it. We know whoever we play is going to have the same chip on their shoulders, so we got to earn the right to play our best.
You guys have won, 10 or 11 in a row at home now. What is the significance of that? Because you go back 2 years ago, and I mean, it just, your guys' success on the blue wasn't meeting the standard of the blue, and it feels like that's how you turn this program back into, what it has been, I guess.
Yeah, Jay. I mean, the best teams win at home. And that's something I talked to our team to start the season. It is such a special atmosphere to play at home, in front of Bronco Nation, all those things. But there is no magic sauce when we go walk on that field. The best teams win at home. You protect your home turf. Look at the stats of home field advantage throughout the years. Who's up there? The best teams. And that's what I told them. We have to be the best team to make sure we protect our home turf. It's got to matter more to you. You come and play on the blue, we have to play our best. It's in front of our family. We believe in Bronco Nation, and we're going to need every bit of it next week. Is it an advantage? Absolutely, playing at home. But the best teams win at home. And that's where and that is through your work. It's through how you prep every single day to go play your best at home. It's not, we're at home, so we're going to be fine. Absolutely not. And I've seen it. Me personally has lost way too many games on the blue. I remember every single one of them. And don't want that to happen. And I know our players don't. We talk about protecting the blue. We put a premium on it, and you got to find a way to win at home.
After a couple weeks where you had to come from behind to win, how nice was it to get off to an early start? I mean, it's still not an easy win by any means, but just to be playing in the lead the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting fast is a huge part for all teams, and I'm proud of our team doing it today, 14-0, starting fast, and find a way to just be consistent. Like I said, whatever the total was we won by, I really am proud of our team. We played some really good football today. I'm proud of how we responded. I'm proud of how we played in a lot of these situations. Now, look at the scoreboard. I mean, there's a fumble in there. There's some missed third downs. There's some field goals we settled for. And that's why the margin wasn't there. But we played some good football tonight. There's still a lot to clean up. There's a lot of things to get fixed. But we took a step as a program today, and we're going to need to take another big one this week.
I think among one of your many sayings that we hear you say a lot is it's tough to win. How tough is it to do it 10 times in a row?
It's hard, man. It's hard to win. And it's something we will celebrate every single one of the wins. We will learn from every single win, but it's hard to win. And you look across college football, especially in the month of November, crazy things happen. And especially the situation we're in, we're going to get everybody's best. Now, as you go into a championship game, I mean, both sides know what it is. It's put the ball down, and you got 60 minutes or overtime to find a way to go win a championship. And we've been in multiple situations in my time here where we've won a championship, and the next year we've come up short. We got to earn the right to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Genty had the fumble, and they have the 87-yard touchdown on the next play. Less than 2 minutes left till half for you guys to come down and get that touchdown right before half and go up 14 at the break. How big was that?
Yeah, BJ, I mean, that's football. I mean, we're up 14-0. All things are pointing towards us to go up 21-0. Didn't happen. Fumbled the ball. 83-yard touchdown run, I think either the next play or second play. And here we go. It's a one-score game all of a sudden. That's football. Now, obviously there's some things to fix to make sure that doesn't happen. That's football. No different. We've been in games where we're down 2 scores to start, and we find a way to crawl back. It's football, man. We play really good teams. We're going to play really good coaches. And that 2-minute drive to end that first half, we talk about winning the middle 8 a lot, which is the last 4 minutes in the second, the first 4 minutes of the third. And our team did that. We scored that touchdown drive, and our defense came out to start the second half and went 3 and out. And so proud of our guy. We won a lot of those situations today that directly correlate to winning games. One of the ones we did not was the turnover margin. But I'm proud of our guys. We won in third downs. There's a lot of stats that correlate to us winning football games, and I'm proud of our guys being resilient.
Obviously, you talked to Ahmed before you got in here. I'm not sure how much you heard, but he almost got emotional talking about how much this program has meant to him. Mm-hmm. What do guys like him? What have they meant to the program from your perspective?
Oh man, you guys are gonna get me starting crying here soon. Those 21 seniors, Ahmed being one of them. I mean, they're leaving a legacy here. We talk about legacy a lot. I talked about legacy to the team on Thursday, And that's a long-lasting impact because of your actions. And that's what these seniors are leaving. And they're not done. Their legacy is still being written. And it's not just their actions on the field. The actions that these guys have all year long, the standards they have here, no different. We have recruits on campus. I tell them, like, this is the standard here. And it isn't because the coaches pointed out. It's because that's player-led. That's an Ahmed Hossein. That's a Mike Callahan. It's a Ben Dooley that will be the one that if you come in our building in a team meeting, your hood's on, not happening. Like, you walk on that practice field, no. Players aren't going to let that happen. That's the legacy that these young men are leaving, and it's not done yet. And the impact they've had on me, the impact they've had on the freshmen here that are going to be seniors down the road, I mean, it's going to last a lifetime. And the legacy they leave here, but most important for me is, and you know, they are going to be world changers in life. And I told every single one of them on senior day, I said, God has an amazing plan for your life. Never settle for less. And I'm just so proud of the legacy they've left, and we're not done yet.
Have you shed any tears today yet?
Oh, yeah. It's been an emotional day for me, man. I love these kids, and yeah.
We've talked a lot about the workload that Ashton's getting, 37 more carries today. Just how tough does someone have to be to just take hit after hit after hit after hit like that and just keep coming back for more?
He's an absolute warrior. And I could also tell you this, after the game when I ran the locker room, he picked me up with one arm, and he still had some in the tank. I mean, he's an absolute warrior. But that isn't, yes, I mean, Ashton Genty's built different, but that's how he trains. Come in and watch him in the training room. I mean, this man lives in the training room to get his body to be able to do this week in, week out, and that's very uncommon. There's not many people on this planet that can do what Ashton Genty does on and off the field. And he's an absolute warrior. He's the best football player in the country, and he's our team leader.
You kind of touched on it before, Spencer. 34 points, it was a fumble, settling for field goals. It sounds like you kind of feel like there were points left on that field today because of widening that margin.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to BJ's point, I mean, we're 14-0 going to score. That's why turnovers are such a huge key to winning football games. Lost the turnover there, and scoring touchdowns in the red zone, another huge stat. We settled for 2 field goals, which proud of our guys coming away with points. But if that's 14 instead of 6, it's a different football game.
Is that a concern? Again, it's hard to win, but you're a week before championship game. I guess early season, I felt like every red zone trip was a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Is there a concern that's kind of slowing down, or is that just because it's so hard to win now?
Yeah, I mean, it's execution. And all these things we're talking about, there's not some mythical answer. We had an 83-yard touchdown run. One of our players didn't fit their gap. Touchdown. No different. We fumbled the football. It's going to be a fundamental that we miss. Execution in the red zone. It's either going to be protection, missed throw. Like, there's going to be a reason for it. And so it's our job as coaches and players to look at it and see how can we execute in those critical moments.
To have Mason Randolph back, what did that mean for you guys? I mean, yeah, he's pretty fired up to be out there, look like.
I mean, Mason Randolph, guys, and I'm going to put Mason and Roger together. I mean, just warriors. The common thing to do would be with the injuries they had. I'm good. I'm going to tap out. I'm going to cheer you on from the sideline, and I'll see you guys in spring. Both those young men just relentless to get back. Sacrificed everything to make sure they got back to play with their team, to help this team win. And throughout this whole process, Mason and Roger just completely locked in, leading the guys playing for them. I mean, I cannot speak enough about him. I mean, and even Mason, I mean, with the injury he went through, Jay, I mean, the injury he went through, find a way to come back and play with this team, lead this team, because not only is he one of the best football players on our team, he's an NFL football player, he's one of the best leaders on our team. He's in our leadership group, voted on by our team, and that leadership has not changed one bit, even with him being sidelined for almost 3 months. And having him back on the field, not only to help lead our offensive line, lead our offense, but even as a whole team, I mean, he's got mentality through the roof, and he establishes that every day. So, I mean, those young men deserve all the credit, what they've done to get back here, to play with their team, to make the sacrifices needed to help our team win games. It's a monster deal to have them back.
The way Andrew, I know just game got over. What do you think of the way Andrew played too? As he missed the last couple of games.
Yeah, it's big to get Drew back. I mean, he's a big part of our defense. Fighting the injury he had, find a way to come back. I don't know the total snaps he had. Marco's done some really good things, and we're proud of Marco. But it's big to have Drew back. I mean, he has a special skill set, and having him back as our defense, not only just the plays he makes on the field, but who he is as a teammate, and having him healthy has been huge.
Of a season, but one to go. I mean, you're not there yet. What's just it's all come to this point now where it's so close, but yet the job's not finished.
Yeah, I mean it's college football, and no matter what, no one remembers what happens prior to each game. Doesn't matter. First off, regular season games, if you won 8 and then you lose one, everyone's going to talk about the loss. But even more importantly, to your point, BJ, I mean, it's a championship game. Everything we've done to this point is to get us here. And now it's whoever we play, it's 60 minutes, who wants it more? And it's all chips on the table for both sides. It's not going to be one of those games to see like, well, is the other team motivated? It's a championship game. I mean, it's all chips on the table for everybody. Put the ball down, let's go to work.
Once you get to that moment, the championship game in the postseason, is there any different feeling, or is that kind of just all outside noise?
Yeah, it's still our prep. It's still 1 week at a time. Now, it's all chips on the table, but it's been all chips on the table for us week in and week out. I mean, I tell you guys, we've been in playoff mentality since week 2. And our guys continue to find a way to prep, to earn the right to play our best. We got to do that this week, and we got to do it even better. It's championship week. Now it's my focus as the head coach to make sure, hey, it doesn't mean you got to go put your Superman cape on. It doesn't mean whoever's the most hyped. No. It's execution. Execution. We got to go in and have our best plan as coaches, and we got to make sure our players are locked in, focused to go cut loose.
At the end of the second quarter there, you guys were threatening to go up 21-0, and with under 2 minutes to go in the first half, you guys find it a 7-point game with Oregon State getting the ball to start the second half. I mean, that was kind of if there was a hairy moment in the game, it kind of felt like one right there. Maddox goes 5 of 6 for 60.
Very smart with the football, made the throws, took off when he needed to, had a big third down run, the touchdown run late in the game, but especially that drive. I mean, to your point, everything's feeling like it's going up 21-0. Didn't happen. It's 14-0, 80-yard touchdown run, all of a sudden one-score game with Oregon State getting the ball to start the third quarter, and our offense in the 2-minute drive, super efficient. I mean, right play calls, right reads by Maddox, and drove down to score. I mean, huge play in that game, and who he was as a leader tonight, like I said to start, so proud of. Even the moments where we sputtered a little bit as an offense, seeing him bring the offense together, hey, focus on execution, focus on our poise, and he was that way tonight. He modeled that for our team.
You watch UNLV tonight, or tomorrow, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch college football, and I think Utah State and Colorado State are playing right now, so I'll watch that game. We got some recruits in town, so I'm going to go through that, and absolutely going to watch the UNLV game. And whoever we play, if it's Colorado State, they've had a great season. We know we'll get their best. If we play UNLV, we've seen them. Think the world of Coach Odom and their squad. I know my message to our team is exactly what I told you. We have not won back-to-back Mountain West Conference championships. Never done. It's hard to do. And we got to be different and find a way to play our best Friday.
One more. Did you get all your letters written, and did anybody have any surprises for you today or anything like
I
that?
did. I got a couple letters from – I finished it last night, and it was emotional for me to be able to, have those on their seat when they showed up this morning. And a couple seniors wrote me some notes, which threw me off pregame. So I just love these kids, man. So proud. I'm excited for them to be world changers in life. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.